So in our last video we have discussed about the topic. Alright, now we're going to come forward to the next topic, that is aluminium smelting. Smelting means किस तरीके से हम aluminium को बनाते हैं. This is not the final product, okay. Aluminium हमें ऐसे ही ore की तरह नहीं मिल जाता है. We required bauxite to have aluminium. Alright. So, aluminium smelting is the second most important metallurgical industry in India. It is a very good conductor of heat, malleable, and becomes strong when it is mixed with the other metals. So, aluminium all its own is not having a strength, but we mix with some metals, it definitely have a very strong quality. And it is used in the manufacturing artifacts, utensils and wire. If you see in your surrounding, in your kitchen area, you will find many of the aluminium products in your kitchen. Then, substitute of the steel, copper, zinc lead in the number of industries. Now, the aluminium is taking a lot of places other than the steel, copper, zinc. Aluminium smelting plant in country like Odisha, West Bengal, Kerala, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu. So we have a lot of manufacturing industry where the aluminium is getting smelted. So if we have a data of 2014 and 15, there we have know about 3.96 million ton of aluminium was produced in that during time. Bauxite is the raw material of your aluminium. So whatever you have as a raw material, that is exaggerated or that is procured from the bauxite. Alright, and bauxite is used in the smelter is very bulky, dark reddish color and in rock form. Okay, that is the bauxite. Then the flow chart given below shows that the manufacturing aluminium. So in this paragraph it is saying that the description for manufacturing the aluminium is given in this table, and this table having a one by one step for making it possible. So first of all we have a raw material as a bauxite, okay, and then it is transported through rail or ship to the aluminium factory where we can refine this. Okay, it is crushed and dissolved. So one point is bulk ore shipped to a site of a smelter, calcinated petroleum coke for a refine, and pinch from a quarry. Then a cryolite, a molten metals act as an electrolyte, and an aluminium smelter electricity 18,600 kilowatt per hour turn of ore. So if you see, when the molten material that is found after the bauxite, that it is electrolyte जो है किया जाता है negative and positive charges देख करके, so that the impurity get removed, and with the given this watt of electricity, it is purified and turn your bauxite to the aluminium. Alright, and its strength is increased with mixing with metals. Alright. Now we're going to learn about the next industry, that is the chemical industry, and it is the fast growing industry in India. The third largest producer of chemicals is India, and Asia's third largest. Your chemical industry contribute in the GDP about 3%, and 12th place in the world in terms of its size. If we see that there is a rapid growth of both inorganic and organic sector, the chemicals, for example, the sulfuric acid, which is used to fertilizer, synthesizing fibers, plastics, and etc. The nitric acid, alkaline soda ash, this is used for making glass, soaps, and detergents. These industries are widely spread over the country, and this is the result that its demand is increasing day by day. Why do we think it is so? Why the chemical industries are very widely spreading in our country? So organic chemicals include petrochemical, which are used for manufacturing of synthetic fibers, synthetic rubber, plastic, dry stuffs, drug and pharmaceuticals. I told you when the petroleum you just take it from the area or deep inside the earth, you have some impurity. While you cleaning these impurity, you have some products left, and that is used as a reproduct. For example, the synthetic fibers, then plastics, then Vaseline. These are all the byproducts. Organic chemicals plants are located near the oil refinery or a petrochemical प्लांट्स. ऑर्गेनिक केमिकल्स, इसको आप ऑर्गेनिक केमिकल्स कहते हैं. पेट्रोकेमिकल्स जिसके अंदर इन्वॉल्व होता है. ऑर्गेनिक केमिकल विच हैव सम involvement in the plants. Chemical industry is its own largest consumer. Basic chemical undergoes processes to further procedure. Chemical that are used for industrial application, agriculture, directly consumer market. Make a list of it product that you are aware of. So most of the chemicals now every day, be it your food item, be it your outside your kitchen area, you have some chemicals needed in everyday life. Okay, now coming to the fertilizer industry. Our industry, which is again fertilizer industry, and these fertilizers are engaged in the agricultural sector. So it is just a miracle to the farmers when there is a loss of rainfall, when there is a drought, when there is a insect just devastating all the crops. So these fertilizers helped for maintaining the nutrition to give the strength to their crops. So fertilizer industries, in industry you have the center to the nitrogenous fertilizer. So most of the fertilizer is nitrogenous fertilizer, which include your urea, which is we commonly know, then phosphoric fertilizer, ammonia, phosphate, then you have a complex fertilizers, that is a combination of nitrogen, potash and phosphate. The third, potash, is entirely imported as a country does not have rivers of a commercial usable potash and potassium component. India is the third largest producer of nitrogenous fertilizer, that is very good. Then 57% fertilizers unit manufacturing industries are set up in India, 29 for urea, 6 for producing ammonia, and by the other 68 are just for super phosphate. 10 public sector undertaking and 1 is cooperative Hazira in Gujarat and the Fertilizer Corporation of India. So Hazira, just learn this name in Gujarat. After the revolution, that is green revolution, the industry expanded in several other part of the areas. Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Kerala, these contribution towards the half of the fertilizer productions. Then you have a significant producer, that is Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Rajasthan, Bihar, Maharashtra, Assam, West Bengal, Goa, Delhi, Madhya Pradesh and Karnataka. So these areas also producing nitrogenous fertilizer, which is important for the growth of your plant. Now cement industry. Cement industry, every building is depend on, or every construction of any building, house, bridge, etc. are truly depend on the cement. So cement industry is one of the leading industry and a developing industry. So construction activities such as building house and these things are totally depend on cement, and this industry is a bulky and a heavy raw material like limestone, silica and gypsum. Do underline this line. Gypsum provide you the hardness. Once it's set down, once it's start drying it just become hard like a stone. Okay, coal and electric power are needed apart from a rail transportation. So apart from the other industry, these industries are also needed your cement. Okay, the industry has a strategically located plant in Gujarat that have suitable access to the market in the Gulf country. Okay, now what is Gulf country? Gulf countries are the countries which is near to the Gulf areas. Now Saudi Arabia, UAE, यूक्रेन, यमन, कुवैत, कतार, ओके, ये सारे जो हैं पर्शियन, इनको पर्शियन कंट्रीज़ भी कहो या गल्फ़ कंट्रीज़ कहो, जो कि एकदम अगर आप देखें तो एकदम आपके यूरोप के नीचे वाले एरियाज़ में हैं. ओके, सो दिस इज़ ऑल्सो नोन एज गल्फ़ कंट्रीज़. Alright, the first cement plant was set up in Chennai in 1904 after independence. Okay, decontrol of price and distribution since 1989 and other policy reform led by the cement industry to make a rapid stride in the capacity, process, technology and procedure productions. So it's working has been started till here, but through the course of time, through the independence, it is taking a time, and you just see the difference of now. Okay, the private industries are also taking advantage and the technology is also increasing. Improvement in the quality has found the procedure a rapidly available market in the East Asia, Middle East, Africa and South Asia apart. This country is doing well in the terms of production as well as the export. Efforts are being made to generate adequate domestic demand and supply in order to sustain this industry. So cement industry, the huge demand is not in India, but its demand in world is massive. Okay, so we require to not to export, but it should be used in our own country. It will cost the cost of transportation will be cut it off. So it is required to be more flourish in our own domestic demand. Automobile industry. Now, the automobile industry is the biggest industry that is growing in the world. So, automobile industry provide a vehicle for a quick transport of a goods, services and a passenger. All the things that you say as a vehicle is come under to your automobiles. That is truck, buses, car, motorcycles, scooter, two-wheeler, multi-utility vehicles, etc. In this chapter, after the liberalization, the coming of the new contemporary world stimulate the demand of vehicle in the market, which lead to the health growth of the industries, passenger car, two, three-wheeler, etc. The industry has experienced quantum jump in less than 15 years. If you see now the car, if you see back to 30 years, near about 10 to 1 person having a car. Now every second person is having a car and every second person want that car. So this is a direct jump, okay, the huge jump in this recent years. Foreign direct investment have brought this technology so important and global in the world that now the technology and the demand for the cars and other automobiles has been increased. 15 manufacturing of passenger cars, multiple utility vehicles and 9 commercial vehicles and 14 two-wheeler or three-wheelers industries are present in our country. There are other industries like in Delhi, Gurgaon, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, Lucknow, Indore, Hyderabad, Jaisalmer and Jamshedpur and Bangalore are the optimum place for these automobile industry. Information technology and electronic industry. Alright, so this industry is also having in India and it is now going a very rapid growth as our youth are very connected to the information and technology sector. So this particular industry having a very transformed phase for every individual's life. So electronic industry have a wide range